And a happy Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mix at 3.
Hi there.
Hello, it's Cliff. It's Nat. Hope you're doing well today. Happy hour starts at 3 now.
Always. How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's water. Trust me, it's okay. Doing good. How are you?
Good. So I tried to be innovative yesterday.
You won't let this go. You won't let this go.
What did I say?
Innovative.
Something that we cannot say now. But yeah, I apologize. But yeah, it's just we can have fun at ourselves, right?
Now you know you can't even say it wrong. You'll always say it right from this point on.
From this point on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I can even say I said innovative, but that I don't know
There you go.
what I said yesterday. Things we do on live TV.
You gotta love it. I checked. It is Wednesday. That means tonight is another Powerball drawing.
Yep.
There was no winner Monday, so the Powerball is up to $49 million. That's like 22 if you just do the cash payout. If I won Powerball, I would get that type of outfit right there. See that? Look at that. That is absolutely the most amazing outfit right there. That's our fair bear, and you're going to be seeing him in just a little bit. We'll be talking about the big fair that's coming to town. You're a good champ there. All right. Duck Dash as well happening this Saturday.
So excited. Yeah, it's going to be a great event.
We'll be talking with Laura Warren about that in just a few minutes, so stand by for that too.
Yep.
A lot of stuff going on, so sit back, enjoy the show, all right? Here's a new fun term for you. It's called funflation. Ticket prices, live entertainment events, all right, from Taylor Swift concerts to National Football League games and high season Disney theme park visits. Well, they rose at a startling rate this year.
Yeah, everything is so expensive. So nearly 60% of Americans say they have to cut back on spending on live entertainment this year because of rising costs, according to a Wall Street Journal Credit Karma survey.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that. I mean, good Lord. The NFL prices, just for a couple of those games, because there was a rumor that Taylor Swift was going to be showing up to see Travis Kelce, increased by 50%.
Yeah.
The sales alone. Yeah, it's getting out of hand, folks.
In a concert, like, are you paying like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 for a concert?
Yeah, for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I think I did. I think I read somewhere that somebody gave up their pit tickets for a Taylor Swift concert for $14,000. If you have $14,000, you could probably, well, you can't rent Taylor Swift, but you could probably get a good likeness. Okay. Yeah, that's just a little too far. If I had that much money, I would get that type of costume right over there. Oh, we missed out on it. Okay, never mind.
All right, moving on. So calling all Chick-fil-A lovers. If you're feeling nostalgic for some of the fast food joints' discontinued food items, or maybe it's Sunday and you have a craving, but the restaurant is closed.
Of course.
Well, this one is for you. Now you can recreate these dishes at home because Chick-fil-A has released its first ever digital cookbook, and it's free. Okay,
I think everybody can say that they would probably enjoy this. It's called Extra Helpings: Inspiring Stories and Imaginative Recipes from Chick-fil-A's Shared Table. The book, inspired by Chick-fil-A's Shared Table program, was put together in hopes of raising awareness of food insecurity and food waste, the company noted. There's 26 recipes in the cookbook that contain known favorites, but they also have recipes shared by the Shared Table partners. So yeah, some of these they don't make anymore.
No, there is one that I already can tell that I missed. I think it was number 3 on the menu. The chicken salad sandwich.
I miss those. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the good ones.
Yeah. So I hope they have that on the cookbook.
It's a special recipe to learn how to make one of those. Yeah. So yeah, when that comes out, that's going to be a good Christmas gift. That's just wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And it's free.
To my wife, if she's watching, for me, thank you very much. All right, Mix at 3 continues. We're going to be talking about an upcoming event that'll be fun, and at the same time, we'll support a great cause. And we've got our special guest standing by to talk about it. That's coming up next here on Mix at 3.
Zena is shorter than me.
Yeah, so y'all just play.
Welcome back to Mix It 3. All right, the Duck Dash is this weekend near the Savannah Rapids Pavilion on the canal. The goal is to raise money for the Family Wise Place to Dream program. We have our very own Laura Warren here joining us in the studio to recap all of the info for this Saturday. Hey, Laura.
Guys.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Oh, thank you for coming on the show.
And our big duck. Have we named this duck yet?
Yes, this is Mr. Quackers is what the consensus has been.
Okay.
So, yeah, Mr. Quackers.
Quackers will make an appearance on Saturday as well.
Yes, he will.
Laura, tell us about how this idea came about for the Duck Dash.
So this started with a news story. We were researching SIDS deaths in Augusta, Richmond County, sudden infant death syndrome, and we found 16 babies died in a year's time just in Richmond County, and mostly from unsafe sleep surfaces. So that wasn't even the total SIDS deaths. That was just the babies who weren't sleeping in a safe place. They were either co-sleeping with an adult, they were on an adult mattress, they weren't on a firm, flat crib mattress. So we said that is something we can solve, right? As a community, we can't solve every SIDS death, but we can make sure every baby at least has a safe place to sleep, because the GBI is finding 30-40% of these deaths, there isn't even a crib in the home. A lot of it's socioeconomic related. We have a high poverty rate in Richmond County. So instead of these families figuring out, okay, do I have to pay for formula this month, or do I pay for the diapers for this newborn, or this crib that they're only going to use a year or 2 years, we're going to alleviate that burden from them. The Family Y is raising money through their Place to Dream program to make sure all of these families have a safe place for their baby to sleep. So that's how Augusta Duck Dash was born. That is the fundraising arm of this. You know, little rubber duckies, babies, sort of goes hand in hand. So we are racing them on the canal. You can still buy your ducks. You can buy them the day of the event if you want. It's $10 a duck, and we have some package deals if you're into a good deal. I know I am. So go to augustaduckdash.com and you can buy the ducks there. But there's also a fall family festival, family fall festival, I should say. It's free. It's before the event. It starts at 10, and there's trunk or treats. The kids are encouraged to wear their costumes. We have a costume contest that's free to join. We have food trucks. So it's going to be a fun day down on the canal. And then we will release over 2,000 ducks from a crane into the canal.
How fun.
And race them, watch them race for $8,000 in prizes. So we are hopeful that it'll be a big turnout and the community will show up, and that this will continue to be an annual event to fund this project.
Oh my God, so much fun.
Absolutely.
All right, so tell us about the first prize, the first place, because
Yes.
the prize is pretty big.
There's a big first prize. So we actually have two categories. You can either enter a duck into the adult duck dash race or the kids duck dash race. The main prize for adults is $1,500. Cash. It is generously provided by Milton Rubin. They are our premier sponsor of this event. So $1,500, you'll get that on, I think it's Amex gift cards, so same as cash. And also a year membership for your entire family to the Y. So that's pretty significant, like over $1,000 in value too. So that's the main prize. And there's great prizes from there. David Yurman bracelets from Windsor Jewelers, a glamping weekend at Wildwood Park, kayak rentals from Savannah Rapids Kayak Company. So a lot. And then the kids prize, if you win first prize in the kids race, you get $1,000 in Dave & Buster's gift cards and credits and prizes from Dave & Buster's. So pretty good.
That would cover me for about a weekend.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, my kids are looking forward to hours of entertainment. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good prize. And there's other prizes. There's a week at camp at the Y and all kinds of stuff. So you can check that out on the website too.
And we had the QR code here. We're going to pull the QR code back up on the screen. There you go. So that you can scan that if you'd like to get more information or sign up for this. There had been questions about this because we are throwing so many ducks in the canal.
That's right.
This is an environmental concern. This event is 100% environmental friendly.
Yes, we even have the queen of the environmentalists on our team. We have the Savannah River Keeper. They are a sponsor of this event. So they will have a team out there. They created the booms that will guide the ducks to the finish line. And we have a team of kayakers, several kayakers who will be out there. So if any of them stray or escape the boom somehow, it is a no duck left behind operation.
Okay,
so we
there
will
you
make
go.
sure that there's no plastic floating down the canal. The utilities department wouldn't want that either because, you know, that eventually goes to the intake for, I think it's Georgia Power, right?
Right.
Yeah, don't want that. So we will scoop up all the ducks.
Well, let's quickly go ahead and recap the information about when and where and how people can grab their info.
This Saturday, it's at the Savannah Rapids Pavilion. If you pull into that park, you'll see signs everywhere for where to go. And it's 10 o'clock is when it starts, and then it goes until 1 o'clock. So we are planning to drop the ducks from the crane at noon. So if you're trying to see that, make sure you are there a little before noon.
All right. Not just the duck dash, but everything else happening too. This little
we're gonna
fall
have
festival.
Fun. There's bounce houses, and all that's free. So bring the kids.
Okay. Laura,
I'll be there.
appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks.
Can't wait to see you guys.
Mr. Quackers, we'll see you down there.
Yeah, he'll be there too.
Coming up here on Nix at 3, the Georgia Carolina State Fair is in full gear, and they're celebrating a big milestone this year. We'll tell you all about the fair. That's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Mix It 3. The Georgia Carolina State Fair is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. Since 1923, the Exchange Club of Augusta has brought an exciting family fun fair to the CSRA. Rides, fair food, entertainment, livestock shows, and so much more. 100 years of giving back to local charities as well. Steve Farmer is the year's Exchange Club of Augusta's president, and he's joining us now in the Mix Studios, obviously with a friend. Steve is in the bow tie. I want to put that out there. Steve, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have the Fair Bear with us as well.
Yep, this is our mascot.
Good to see you, sir. Thanks for joining us here. I know
Thank you.
It's its busiest week of the year.
Yeah.
We got so much going on here for 100 years, 100th ceremony.
We've got a lot to celebrate. Not only is it the 100th fair, but the Exchange Club of Augusta is 100 years old this year. And our midway provider, Straight Shows, is 100 years old. So we're all celebrating 100 years this year. So.
Wow. Very,
Lots
very
to
cool.
celebrate. Yeah. We heard there's going to be new foods this year too. Is that right?
There's a lot of good fair food. I don't know if it's new
bad
necessarily.
Look at the bear. He's hungry.
My personal favorite is the fried Oreos.
Okay. See, the
can't
fried
go wrong.
Oreos, you got the Korean corn dog,
Yep, yep.
fried cannolis. I'm still, the vinegar fries will always be
Oh, yeah, they're a big
close
hit.
dear to
Big
my
hit.
heart.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people may not realize this. The Georgia Carolina State Fair, it's a true agricultural fair.
Yeah. We
livestock
have
shows and everything.
Yep, livestock shows. We have a lot of 4-H kids that bring their animals down and show them for prizes. And it's a great opportunity for kids that might not otherwise see a farm animal to come see those animals. We have swine, heifers, goats, sheep, all through the week. So.
And they're there. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can literally get up close and personal.
Oh yeah,
with this.
close and personal. Yeah, it's great for the kids.
Yeah, and there's more. The 2023 Miss Georgia Carolina State Fair will also be crowned, right?
Yes. Yep. And the winner will go on to compete at the state level. And we've had some real good success with our fair queens in recent years, so we're excited about that. And the top 3 will win prizes. So.
Okay.
We have one of them here with us. Happy to say.
Oh, yes, that's true. Very true.
Yeah.
Funds raised by the Georgia Carolina State Fair. Now, they're donated to various charities in the CSRA and have
Yep.
been now for years. How does that process actually work?
So we have what we call Donations Day. Folks go online and put an application in, and then we have a committee that selects who will be the recipients. And most of our charities tend to help children one way or another. We try and focus on that. But we've been giving money back to the community for 100 years now. And over those 100 years, it's safe to say we've given tens of millions of dollars away.
Wow.
And that's probably a little bit of misconception because everybody doesn't know we're a nonprofit.
Right.
All those guys, we've got 200 members, they're out there volunteering a week of their time. They're not getting paid, they're volunteering, and then our proceeds go straight back into the community. So.
And I bet that number is probably a little conservative, too, when it comes.
Well, if you put it in today's dollars, it probably is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how has the organization grown throughout this year? So you mentioned like 100 years to celebrate.
Well, we started in 1923. Some local businessmen just wanted to get together and start a club that give back to the community. And it's just grown over the years. We try and keep our membership kind of set around where it is now. But we've been involved in a lot of things over the years. Our members have been involved in getting Fort Gordon here, getting Thurman Dam built, Daniel Field, just lots of things members have been involved in over those 100 years. So we played an integral part in the CSRA.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. As they say, it's the best 10 days in October. Where can people go to get more information, Steve?
We've got a website. They can check that out, Georgia Carolina State Fair. They can go down to the fairgrounds and buy their tickets, or they can buy them online. Tonight is half price. You can get in for $5. Normal admission is $10. Friday night is military night, so if you're former military or current military with an ID, you can get in with no fee to park or enter the gate. So.
All right, great. Gates opening daily at 5 o'clock and at noon on Saturdays and Sundays. Be sure you check it out. It's the Georgia Carolina State Fair. Steve,
Yeah.
Fair Bear, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hope to see y'all down there. Come get your
we'll
fries.
be there.
Absolutely.
Yes. And the fried Oreos.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the vinegar fries. Okay. Coming up, we're going to take you to the gym. Why are we going to the gym when we're talking about food?
Yeah.
Showing you things that we can do to make your retirement years a little bit better. More to Mix It 3 continues next. Hang on. All right, it's a workout. All right, back in the gym with Dr. Jed. We're not working out this time, everybody. Actually, we need to discuss some stuff too. Working out, everybody wants to be fit.
Absolutely.
They may be thinking short term and not long term. So let's talk longevity here to stay fit and what kind of exercises you need to do for that.
Absolutely. So a lot of people kind of make the connection between cardio and living longer, decreased blood pressure, things like that. But people tend to kind of neglect the importance of weight training as you get older. And the important part about that is maintaining a life you want. So when you're talking about, we call them ADLs in the hospital, activities of daily living. As we get older, the unfortunate truth is we all are gonna lose strength, but the stronger you are at 40, as you're going downhill, the stronger you're gonna remain at 80. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you really kind of gotta think about things you might wanna do at 80 and train to that level. For example, it might be a goal of yours to be able to grab a 30-pound grandkid when you're 80 and lift them up. If you can't grab a 60 or 80-pound dumbbell and lift it up at 40, probably not gonna hold that kid when you're 80.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of the more you can build yourself when you're a little bit younger, it's easier to put on muscle, easier to put on strength as you're younger. So get that reserve, so as you're going downhill, I don't like that reality either, I've just accepted it, that you maintain enough strength to still do the thing you want.
Now, are there different exercises, say, male versus female, if you're trying to maintain?
Sure, no, that's an absolutely great question. And honestly, I think it's more about what your desires are than your gender in that state. So for example, if hiking is very important to you, you need to keep that leg muscle strong so that you're still able to walk up. If you can't make it upstairs easy, a mountain's probably out of the question. So that's more of an activity than a gender type situation. Some people really, if they can sit and watch football, they're kind of good with that. And your training doesn't need to be as high. If that's gonna be your goal at 80, you can sit in a chair, maintain some core so you can at least sit upright and look good, but you don't need as much training if your goal is gonna be hiking.
I'm a pro.
So we're talking about exercises, but now let's talk about diet. As you age, should you be taking more protein, for example? Or how should we keep our diet as we age?
I'm glad you asked. Older people actually need more protein than people in that middle age range. Common kind of mistake people are making is a lot of people as they get older, especially males that live alone, they're eating kind of soup and TV dinners. But what happens is a number of things. One is you're old, your body's breaking down faster. So you actually need more of those essential amino acids because you're having higher cell turnover. So super important there. It'll maintain your strength better, maintain your body composition better. And then the other thing that's pretty important with it, occasionally we see people in the hospital with a lot of swelling, and that comes from different reasons, kidneys, heart, but one of them is just low protein, where your protein holds fluid inside your vessels. And what happens if your protein's too low, you just kind of seep fluid out. And then having that extra fluid on you is really uncomfortable. People are real painful with it, they don't like how it looks. So very important to eat the protein as you get older.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Any last notes of wisdom here for it?
Absolutely. So balance as you age is key. Again, be thinking of the stuff you might want to do as you get older. Do I want to be able to carry my groceries up the stairs, etc.? So your training program should hit aspects kind of around the board. So any sort of balance / coordination training, super important. Like yoga is great across the board. Strength training, super important. And working in that cardio as well. Because if you're super strong, but you can't breathe to get up from your couch to your fridge and back, quality of life still goes down. So really kind of work all three of those in, and you're gonna live a lot better as you age.
So if someone in their 60s, if they're watching us right now and said, oh my gosh, is it too late for me to start?
Absolutely not. And honestly, I would even move that out. If there's someone in their 90s, still not too late to start. Earlier is better, but there's absolutely no spot that's too late. You just need to come and do it kind of slow, and make sure you're doing it safe. Especially as you're older, I'd recommend kind of a trainer or someone with a little experience, if that's very new to you.
All right. Work out not to live, work out to last.
Ooh, I like that.
Is the, I'm going to copyright that now. Great tips. Dr. Jed, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Take care, y'all.
I copyrighted that phrase.
I was going to ask if you copyrighted.
I'm going as Dr. Jed for Halloween. That's what I'm going to do.
I want to see this.
My wife wants me to. Anyway, I can say that.
according to Google, the most popular Halloween costume this year is Barbie. The dolls come in sorts of outfits, so a variety of costumes are available.
Did anybody not see that coming? Barbie, of course, is going to be the number one.
And Ken, maybe?
Oh, yeah, of course, Ken, too. Well, maybe I should do that for Halloween. Princess is the number 2 pick based on what Google calls its Frightgeist. And then Spider-Man takes third. I think I'd rather be Spider-Man. Other popular outfits include the traditional witch. You can do cowboy or ninja. Ninja's also picked up there on the list. And in a cross-holiday quirk, the 10th most popular costume, it's a bunny. I would go with the Christmas Story pink bunny pajama outfit.
Yeah.
I would probably get that.
But I know what you want to do. Fair Bear.
Huh?
That's what you want to do.
Fair Bear. Oh, yes. Please let me be Fair Bear. I'll join the Exchange Club of Augusta if you let me wear the Fair Bear costume, please. All right.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for joining us here today. Be sure you check out the Duck Dash this Saturday and the fair while it's still in town, too. First at 4, coming up at 4 with the latest news from our area. We got Investigate TV Plus. It's coming up next.
All right. See you tomorrow.